So you're planning to rope drop. Good move, my friend. Rope dropping is like Disney's version of being first in line at a bakery. You get the freshest magic before the crowds descend like hungry hyenas at a character buffet. Let's break down the top 3 rides to rope drop at both Walt Disney World in Florida and Disneyland Resort in California, with the why, the where, and the don't you dare stop for coffee yet tips. Let's start with the top 3 rides to rope drop at Magic Kingdom. First, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This is the crown jewel of Fantasyland, and everyone knows it. It's smooth, it's fun, and it has those adorable animatronics that make you feel like you're inside a glittery music box. But blink, and it's already a 90-minute wait while you're still deciding between coffee or a churro. This is the rope drop ride for most guests, especially families. Okay, let's start with the strategy. Enter through the Castle Hub and go left through Liberty Square toward the back entrance of Fantasyland. Don't follow the crowd going straight. That back route often moves faster and avoids the Main Street logjam. Walk with purpose, not a sprint. We're not getting kicked out today. Be ready to scan in at the gate 45 plus minutes before official opening to maximize early entry or regular rope drop timing. Next is number 2, Peter Pan's Flight. You may say, wait, Peter Pan? Yes. And before you laugh, know that this ride regularly hits 60 to 75-minute waits by 9:15 a.m. It's nostalgic, magical, and shockingly high in demand for something that lasts about 90 seconds. But the charm is real. It's like flying over a storybook, and everyone wants that golden child moment. Your strategy, if you're not racing for Mine Train, veer directly through the castle and hang a right into Fantasyland. Peter Pan is literally steps away from the carousel, so don't dawdle taking castle selfies or waving to Mary Poppins. You can do that later. If you have lightning lanes, this is a smart one to book while rope dropping something else. Third, Tron Light Cycle Run. Tron is the new kid on the block, and let me tell you, it's fast, sleek, and feels like you've been launched into a sci-fi movie with a wind machine in your face. You hop on a motorbike, zoom through the grid, and suddenly you're cooler than you've ever been in your life. The queue system here is different, so planning is everything. This ride is pure adrenaline wrapped in neon. The strategy. Here's the deal. Once you're through the gates, don't look back. Head straight to Tomorrowland like you're on a mission. There will be cast members guiding the flow, and you'll join the pack of like-minded rope droppers all power walking toward digital glory. This is not the time for coffee, castle selfies, or casual detours. Just keep moving. The goal is to be one of the first in line before the rest of the park opens and the wait time skyrockets. If you're not eligible for early entry, off-site folks, rope dropping Tron isn't going to be your winning move. The resort guests will already be on their bikes by the time you make it through the gates. In that case, either grab an individual lightning lane or try again right before park close when the line can dip to a more reasonable wait. You've got your strategy, your comfy shoes, and your magical game face. Whether you're flying with dwarfs, sailing through Neverland, or racing through cyberspace, rope drop is the key to unlocking a smooth and magical day. And remember, the early bird doesn't just get the worm. They get shorter lines, cooler temps, and first dibs on Dole Whips before noon. Okay, let's move to the top 3 rides to rope drop at EPCOT. With that, let's do this energy. 1. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This ride is like if your favorite concert in a roller coaster had a baby and raised it in space. It's smooth, wild, and changes every time thanks to rotating songs. Yes, your day might start with September or Conga, and that's just science. It's also one of the most in-demand rides at all of Walt Disney World right now. The line can't be rope dropped in the traditional sense, but you definitely want to ride it before your churros digest. A good strategy, the moment you're through the turnstiles, make a beeline for world discovery. Like Tron, it is another popular walk to the ride. No stopping for Spaceship Earth selfies, no staring at the monorail gliding by, and definitely no, let's grab a coffee first. Guardians is your singular mission. Cast members will direct the early crowd toward the ride, and you'll shuffle alongside other bleary-eyed fans who also sacrificed sleep for a shot at the galaxy's coolest indoor coaster. Off-site guests, I won't sugarcoat it. Rope dropping, this one is tough because resort guests will already be deep in line by the time you get through the gates. Your best bet is to ride late at night when lines are sometimes more forgiving. 2. Frozen Ever After. Let's be honest, we've all heard Let It Go more times than we care to admit, but somehow this ride still slaps. It's charming, cool, literally, and the animatronics are next level. It's a calm boat ride until, surprise, you get a backward splashy drop that Elsa never warned you about. And the line, absolute chaos by mid-morning thanks to every toddler in the hemisphere. Strategy? If you're rope dropping this one, enter through the main gate and power walk toward the Norway Pavilion and World Showcase. This is a long walk, so wear comfy shoes and resist the urge to grab pastries in France. You can always loop back. The crowd often bottlenecks here, so try to be in the front half of the pack. 3. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. It's adorable. It's 4D. It's everything you didn't know you needed in a trackless ride starring a rat with a dream. You'll shrink down to Remy size and scurry through Gusteau's kitchen like the culinary chaos gremlin you were always meant to be. The queue is charming, but when that line stretches all the way into the France courtyard, the strategy. If you enter EPCOT from the International Gateway, hello, Skyliner people, Remy is just a hop, skip, and souffle away. Rope drop this if you're coming from a boardwalk area resort or park hopping from Hollywood Studios. Stay left after the gateway entrance and head straight into France before anyone has time to stop for crepes. If you're entering from the front of the park, this is a bit of a trek, but worth it if Guardians is off the table or Frozen isn't your vibe. This park has gone from where dad naps during food and wine to must-conquer thrill zone in record time. If you plan it right, you can blast through the galaxy, survive a snowstorm with Elsa, and chase Remy through Paris all before lunch, which should obviously be in Morocco or Japan. Rope drop like the EPCOT explorer you are. Fast feet, mobile app ready, and snacks waiting as a reward. Okay, the top 3 rides to rope drop at Hollywood Studios, even though it's basically a trap of way too many good choices. Let me just say this first. Hollywood Studios is by far the hardest park to rope drop. There are so many top tier rides all screaming, pick me, like it's a theme park version of The Bachelor. You've got thrill rides, Star Wars, Toy Story, runaway trains. It's overwhelming. But after too many rope drop experiments and caffeine-fueled strategy sessions, these are the 3 rides I'd prioritize first and how to reach them before your coffee gets cold. Number 1, Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Land. Slinky may look like a kiddie coaster, but don't be fooled. He's a crowd magnet with coils of vengeance. The ride is super fun, smooth, and gives you amazing morning views of the park, plus a little pop of air time. But the line grows faster than a toddler spotting a bubble wand. If you don't ride Slinky early, it's either a 90-minute wait or you're surrendering your first lightning lane to Slinky Dog. Strategy at rope drop. Head straight down Hollywood Boulevard, then veer left toward Toy Story Land. Ignore the siren song of Starbucks. Just keep moving through the crowd, past the alien swirling saucers, and straight to the big orange dog coaster. If you're at the front of the pack, you'll get on quickly and might even have time to sneak in Toy Story Mania before the land gets jammed. Second, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, Galaxy's Edge. Rise is not just a ride, it's a full-blown cinematic experience where you're detained by the First Order and then break out like a space rebel boss. It's jaw-dropping, intense, and widely considered one of Disney's best rides ever. Strategy. Enter the park early and head straight through Grand Avenue into Galaxy's Edge. Don't stop for blue milk or to stare at the Millennium Falcon yet. You're on a mission. If there's no standby, grab that 7 a.m. virtual queue or purchase an individual lightning lane. Either way, plan your Galaxy's Edge moment carefully. This ride is a time commitment, but totally worth every second. 3. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Hollywood Boulevard. This one is a sleeper hit. It looks all cute and harmless from the outside, but then you're inside a cartoon and Mickey is wildly not in control. It's whimsical, trackless, and has some surprising moments of chaos in the best way. Lines can balloon mid-morning, and since it's right in the park entrance zone, everyone passes it first and goes, "Ooh, let's ride that," which turns into a 60-plus minute wait real fast. The strategy? This is your perfect second rope drop ride after Slinky if you're fast. After Toy Story Land, head back toward the Chinese Theater. Yep, that's Runaway Railway's home. If you're skipping Slinky or Rise, you can hit this first with practically no wait, but don't dawdle near the entrance taking photos or you'll get caught in the crowd flood. Hollywood Studios is like the theme park version of a group project. Everything is important and everyone's yelling at once. But if you hit Slinky, Rise, and Runaway Railway with a solid plan, you've already crushed half the day's big hitters before the churros start calling. Go in early, walk with purpose but friendly vacation energy, and remember, rope drop magic belongs to the bold. Okay, the last Disney World park. Let's do the top 3 rides to rope drop at Animal Kingdom before the crowds or the sun hater. Number 1 at the Animal Kingdom, Avatar Flight of Passage, Pandora. This is the ride everyone talks about, where you bond with a banshee and fly through bioluminescent jungles while slightly crying into your 3D glasses. It's breathtaking, it's emotional, and it's basically what would happen if Soarin' and a Dream Journal had a glow up. But listen closely, if you don't rope drop Flight of Passage, you're either buying an individual lightning lane or standing in a line that wraps around the floating mountains of Pandora, and nobody wants to start their day with 90 minutes of standing before they've had their Mickey pretzel. One strategy, enter the park and head straight to Pandora, cross the bridge and follow the glowing vibes and the faint scent of alien vegetation. Walk with purpose, not panic. The early crowd splits between here and Kilimanjaro safaris, so if you're early enough, you'll get in with a minimal wait. Just don't stop for photo ops or to touch the glowing rocks. I know they are mesmerizing. 2. Expedition Everest Asia. If Flight of Passage is the emotional ride, Expedition Everest is the adrenaline shot. You're racing through the Himalayas, dodging the Yeti, and yes, there's that glorious backward drop into darkness that'll wake you up faster than your iced coffee. This coaster is fast, thrilling, and way too good to be treated like a second-tier ride. Lines are usually short in the first hour and get long later if people aren't focused on Pandora. Strategy, if you're rope dropping this one first, bold choice. Head toward Asia by cutting left after the Tree of Life and following signs toward Kali River Rapids. Just keep walking past it. Most of the crowd will rush to Pandora, so this is your chance to hit Everest while it's a walk on. It's also a great second ride after Flight of Passage if you want 2 wins before breakfast. Bonus tip, try to sit in the back. It's way more intense. 3. Na'vi River Journey, Pandora. This one gets overshadowed by its big brother Flight of Passage, but Na'vi River is pure soothing magic. It's a boat ride through a glowing forest full of soft sounds, glowing plants, and one of the most stunning animatronics Disney has ever created. You know that shaman? Wow, it's not thrilling, but it's absolutely worth experiencing, and the line gets deceptively long since it loads slowly. Perfect if you want to ease into your park day instead of dive bombing off a mountain. Strategy. If you're not hitting Flight of Passage first, this is a fantastic rope drop alternative. You'll get in quickly and feel like you've entered a dream. Enter Pandora and take the first left after the bridge, then follow the signs to the River Journey entrance. This is also a good second ride after Flight if the wait's still short. This park may not have the sheer number of rides like Magic Kingdom, but what it does have, immersive, jaw-dropping attractions that hit your heart, your stomach, and your international geographic explorer. Knock out Flight of Passage, Everest, and Na'vi River Journey early, and you'll be free to explore, snack, and wander the trails while everyone else is still blinking at lightning lanes. And like I said, I'm genuinely excited for what's coming next here with the new lands and rides on the horizon. Rope drop at Animal Kingdom is about to get even more epic. Let's go to Disneyland, the OG, the classic, the park that Walt himself walked through and probably also rope dropped in spirit. Rope dropping at Disneyland is a whole vibe. Locals know the shortcuts. Out-of-towners have been researching for months and you've got this handy guide. Top 3 rides to rope drop at Disneyland and exactly how to get to them. 1. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Toontown. Just like its Hollywood Studios counterpart, this ride is deceptively adorable and chaotically brilliant. It's like stepping into a cartoon that's gone slightly off the rails. Literally, you'll twist, float, and dance your way through animated madness, and every room is a new surprise. The queue is also a work of art, but it fills up fast thanks to its location at the end of the park. My strategy: from the entrance, head straight down Main Street through the Castle Hub, then go right and follow the path past the Matterhorn into Fantasyland. Keep walking until you reach the entrance to Mickey's Toontown, which opens at official park opening, not early entry. Get there early and be among the first to be let in when the land opens. If you're staying on property with early entry, rope drop something else and hit this immediately after. Most guests are still in Fantasyland at that point. Number 2, Indiana Jones Temple of the Forbidden Eye in Adventureland. This one is for your inner action hero. It's fast, it's bumpy, and there's a giant rolling boulder with your name on it metaphorically. Indiana Jones is still one of the most thrilling and immersive rides in the park, and after its recent refurb, it's running smoother than ever. But the line builds fast and doesn't move quickly because of all the pre-show layers. The strategy: once you enter the park, head straight down Main Street, then hang a left at the hub into Adventureland, right after the Jolly Holiday Bakery. You'll see the temple entrance near Jungle Cruise. Follow the crowd, but walk with purpose. This is a great rope drop ride for thrill seekers who want to avoid the Fantasyland bottleneck. 3rd, Space Mountain, Tomorrowland. Space Mountain is the iconic music-blasting pitch black coaster that's still cooler than most of us. It's fast, intense, and has that I survived space kind of energy, especially if your hair is a little wind-blown afterward. The standby line gets long fast, and the Lightning Lane bookings go quick too. Plus, it's right there at the entrance to Tomorrowland, which makes it an easy first strike. Your strategy: at rope drop, head down Main Street and go right at the Castle Hub into Tomorrowland. Skip the Buzz Lightyear temptation and head straight past Star Tours to the Space Mountain entrance. Rope dropping Disneyland is a little more chaotic and competitive than the other parks, but if you play it right, you'll knock out 3 iconic rides before most guests are still halfway through their first churro. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Indiana Jones, and Space Mountain are all A-listers, and hitting them early gives you the rest of the day to snack, stroll, and casually brag that you've already done the hard stuff. Want to do the same for California Adventure next? Top 3 rides to rope drop at Disney California Adventure and how to zoom there first. First, Radiator Springs Racers Cars Land. This is the ride that draws the biggest early crowd because it's fast, gorgeous, and ends with a head-to-head race through the Cadillac range. Whether you're a Cars fan or not, this one delivers Disney-level storytelling with real coaster thrills. And the desert scenery at sunrise, straight up stunning. The line can balloon to over 2 hours by mid-morning, so this is your moment to shine. Strategy: if you're staying at a Disney hotel with early entry, you can head in through the main gate and cut through Avengers Campus toward Cars Land before the regular guests enter. Otherwise, at park opening, enter and go straight down Buena Vista Street, hang a left into Cars Land, and power walk past Flo's Cafe toward the back of the land. You'll spot the rockwork and hear the vroom vroom of people already screaming joyfully. If this is a must-do and you're not early enough, consider buying an individual Lightning Lane later in the day. It's worth it. Second, Incredicoaster Pixar Pier. The Incredicoaster is for people who woke up and chose chaos in the best way. It's fast, it loops, and it has just enough Jack mischief to make you laugh while you scream. The queue builds steadily throughout the day, especially since it's visible from the main pier walkway and tempts every thrill seeker who walks by. Rope drop this, and you'll be flipping upside down before most people hit their first snack stand. Strategy: at park opening, go straight through Buena Vista Street past Carthay Circle and follow the right side path toward Pixar Pier. Head over the bridge past Lamplight Lounge and take the ramp down to the Incredicoaster queue entrance. This ride is a solid rope drop option if you're skipping Radiator Springs or hit it with Lightning Lanes. It's also a great second ride after Cars if you're feeling bold and caffeinated. 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Imagine Tower of Terror, but with classic rock, space criminals, and sudden drops that'll launch your soul into the quantum realm. Guardians is chaotic fun with a killer soundtrack and randomized drop sequences that make every ride feel different. It's wildly popular and tends to hit long wait times by mid-morning, especially with Lightning Lane's pressure. If you love thrills with story and style, this one's a must-do. Strategy: from the entrance, go straight through Buena Vista Street, then veer left into Avengers Campus right after Carthay Circle. Follow the crowd toward the towering fortress that looks like a glowing alien music bot. If you rope drop this first, you'll often get on and off before many guests have even entered Cars Land. Bonus: the queue is super fun, but even more fun when you don't have to stand in it for an hour. This park packs a punch in the morning. If you hit Radiator Springs Racers, Incredicoaster, and Guardians of the Galaxy early, you'll feel like you've conquered a theme park boss level before most people get through security. The trick is knowing your route, walking fast, not running, no matter how tempted, and resisting every tempting photo spot and churro cart. And once the thrill rides are done, you've got the whole day for shows, snacks, and strolling the pier like a Disney VIP. So what about you? Everyone has their own rope drop strategy. Some are thrill seekers, some are here for nostalgia, and some of us just want to ride before the churro coma sets in. Now that you've seen my top rope drop picks across every Disney park, I'd love to know your favorites. What's the very first ride you head to when the gates open and the magic begins? If you found this helpful, or you're now silently planning your entire day before coffee, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more Disney tips, tricks, and park day game plans. I've got plenty more magic coming your way, and remember, the early bird doesn't just get the ride, they get the ride with no wait